Okay, so I am going to throw together a slow cooker meal, which is so handy. I'll do all my prep here this morning. I'll turn it on in the slow cooker and it'll be ready this evening when we're too tired to think about fixing anything else. So first thing, I have my pork browning in my rock crock on the stove behind me. We're actually making a Tuscan pork dish today, which I think is going to be fantastic. You can serve it a few different ways. You could do it over rice or noodles or just as is. I'm actually going to serve it over some fettuccine noodles, so I think that's going to be really good. So I'm just going to grab that off. I think it's finished, and we'll start adding our ingredients, which won't take but just a second, which is going to allow me to spend a little bit more time on dessert, which I'm very excited about. I found a recipe for chocolate covered strawberry cupcakes. So homemade icing with real strawberries, it can't be bad, right? So I'm excited to try that today. So I have my pork roast here. So I just used a pork loin roast and I chopped it up into pretty thick cut pieces. And I've just browned it here in my rock crock Dutch oven. Again, I want to talk about the rock crocks. They are amazing. So this is our Dutch oven. We also have an everyday pan, which is about half this size. You can do everything in this pot. It can go on the stove, in the microwave, in the oven, on the grill, in the freezer, also in our rock crock slow cooker stand back here, which as soon as we get our items put together, we're going to put it over there and turn it on and forget about it, so we can focus on dessert, which of course is my favorite. So very versatile piece. Love these one pot meals. So I've already browned the pork. I'm going to use the same dish to add all my ingredients to, so very little cleanup, which is even better. These will also go in the dishwasher for really easy cleanup. So again, very versatile piece. Can't say enough great things about the rock crock collection. Okay, so we've got our pork already browned. I've just added a little bit of salt and pepper, and I actually put a little paprika on it just for a little bit of extra. You can add some red pepper flakes if you like that. I probably won't. I don't really like extra spicy, and I felt like the paprika would give it enough. So I have some stir-fried veggies here, and I actually am just using frozen veggies this time. It's a little bit faster that way. You could use fresh if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use frozen today. So we'll get those added. And then I've got about half a cup of dry red wine. So we're just going to add that in as well. And we'll give that just a little bit of a stir. And then it calls for 2 cans of diced tomatoes. So I've already got one open, and then I want to show you again our fabulous can opener, which is really easy to use. And it's actually made for left or right-handed folks, which is unusual and very nice. Doris Christopher, the founder of Pampered Chef, is actually left-handed. So you will find that a lot of our tools can be used for right or left-handed people. So that's very nice. Okay, so let me start over. You just hold the can opener kind of straight from your body, put it on the top of your can, and then you're just going to start turning. And it's just going to make a cut all the way around. It's a very clean, not sharp cut at all. And then when you get around, you're just going to take and go backwards, and it releases. And then you have these little pinchers on the side. You can just pull your lid right off, and that's that. Drop it right in the trash. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get our second can added. Perfect. And then this is our measure-all cup. I have 2 cups of chicken broth here. We're going to add. And then the measure-all will do wet or dry ingredients, or ingredients like this orange marmalade, which is pretty sticky. So you just turn it upside down, and then the bottom part, I'll show you on this one, it slides out or it slides down. So when you go to measure, you find your measures here, and then when you use it for dry, you just close it up, and then you use the other side to measure. So again, really versatile piece. Okay, so we're going to add our orange marmalade, and you really just push it out, and then you scrape off, and look at that. I mean, it's just clean. So very easy cleanup for such a sticky ingredient. Okay, we'll just kind of mix up a little bit. And I think this is going to be really good. All right, let's get our spices added. So this recipe calls for fennel seed and oregano, and of course garlic. So let's go ahead and add our oregano and fennel real quick. It actually calls for half a teaspoon. So this is our adjustable measuring spoon set. It comes in 2. This is the 1 teaspoon size, and then there's a bigger size that measures up to 2 teaspoons. So you just slide to whichever measurement you want. So it calls for half. So there's my half mark. And then I'll go ahead and add. And we'll add our fennel. I actually might add more fennel because I really like the flavor. So we'll do that. And then the same with the garlic. I actually really like garlic. It called for 2 cloves. I'm going to do 3. This is our garlic press. If you don't have this, it is absolutely amazing. It will do garlic. It will do ginger if you like to cook with ginger. It has a little cleaning brush here that clips right into the back. So I'll show you it as soon as I press our garlic, and you'll see how neat and how great of a tool it is. So for your garlic, you don't even have to peel it, which is awesome. You just put it in there with peeling on. Give it a good squeeze. Then you take your little cleaning brush and you just zip it right off there. Okay, so there's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and remove this shell. You wouldn't necessarily have to, but I think it just presses a little bit better if you do. And do the second one. Oh, that smells good. Okay, put that in. I think that pretty well came out. And clear this out. And then we'll go for the last one. All right. Now, if you don't have a lot of strength in your hands, you can actually put the bottom of this on the counter and press it like onto a cutting mat or something if you don't have the hand strength, because it does take a little bit to squish that out. You can see it really shoots it right out of there. So again, very, very nice tool. All right. Perfect. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna clear our stuff out here a little bit. And we're gonna give it another stir one more time. Make sure I didn't miss anything here on our ingredients. I think that looks good. And then we're just gonna turn it on low, and it can cook anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, I would say, just on a low heat. And then again, I'm going to serve mine with fettuccine noodles. I think it'll be really good that way. When you go to take it off, you're going to want to mix up a little bit of cornstarch and water and stir that in while it's still hot. And that's going to thicken it up a little bit, and it'll be a little bit more like gravy. And it'll be a really good consistency then for you that way. Okay, we'll get everything out of the way here. And we're just going to sit this over in our slow cooker base. Perfect. Okay, I think that's going to be really good. Okay, are you ready for dessert? So I am very excited about this. I have not made it before, so I hope that it turns out. I'm very excited to try it. I thought it was a perfect recipe. Could be, just something a little extra special, Valentine's Day, just anything, someone's birthday. I think it will be great. So in my mixing bowl, I have 1 block of cream cheese softened, and I have half a stick of unsalted butter. I did add a little bit of vanilla to it just because I like vanilla. These are our strawberries that we're going to use and add to our icing. So this is our manual food processor, and I already have some strawberries added in here and just kind of roughly chopped. They need to be chopped up really fine before they go into our icing. So I'm going to show you our manual food processor. This works really great for, I use it for zucchini over the summer. We had a lot of zucchini come in, so I chopped it and then measured it out in, 2-cup serving, so it was ready to go into bread and put it in the freezer. So this tool is really handy. I've made guacamole in it before, homemade salsa. It's a very handy tool to have. So it just has a lid here. Inside, I've already got the blade down. It just drops down inside. And then after you mix, it also has a lid that if you're mixing guacamole or something, you take the blade out, clean it off, pop the lid on, and you can serve right out of the same bowl, which is very nice. So I've already got the blade in there. I've got some strawberries in there, roughly chopped. I'm just going to add our lid here. And then it has a little safety device, or not safety, just a locking mechanism. So your handle will store, down in place whenever you're wanting to put it away. Again, this tool is dishwasher safe, so absolutely fantastic. So to chop up your ingredients, you really just push the handle. And the more times that you pulse like this, the finer your ingredients are going to chop up. So we need them fairly fine. They're going to get mixed up even more when we add them to the icing, because we're going to be blending. I only need about 1/4 cup, so I probably have more than what I need. So maybe I'll do a double batch of icing and make some more cupcakes. We'll see. Let's check it out and see what it looks like. Okay, so it looks pretty good. It's definitely chopping. I think we're going to give it a few more times, and then we'll measure out about 1/4 cup and get it ready to add. Okay, let's go with that. Okay. What's this here? Okay, so we need about 1/4 cup. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be great. I'm using our mix and scrape, so it kind of has a little bit of a scoop feature to it. So yeah, look at that. That is really good. All right, we'll just set it out of the way for now. Okay, so I'm going to show you our Flex Prep. So this is a multi-use tool. It has it's cordless, so this is the battery. You just pop it on your base here. Maybe turn it the right way. There we go. And it's ready to go. It's a hand mixer. It's an emulsion blender. It's also a food processor. So very versatile tool, again, cordless, which I love. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It does have a safety feature. There's a little button here on the side that you have to press in before you can turn it on. So be aware of that. Once you get it into speed, you can shift speeds without having to hold that safety device, but it keeps you from turning it on before you're ready to turn it on. So first thing, we're going to go ahead and just mix up our softened cream cheese and our butter. We're going to get that really blended first. I think that looks pretty good. So I think we are ready to add, it's not wanting to sit up there, is it? I think we are ready to add then our strawberries. Yes, we're going to add our strawberries and we're going to beat again, and then we're slowly going to add in our powdered sugar. It says between 3 and 4 cups of powdered sugar. I have 4 cups here in our small batter bowl, so we'll just slowly add it and see how it is. It just says to add until it's about the right consistency that you like it. So we'll kind of play it by ear and see how it goes and see how it turns out. So I think it's gonna taste great. All right, let's mix that up a little bit here. Oh, I gotta do my safety. Okay, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, and I'm going to start adding my powdered sugar. I'm using our plastic mixing bowl. I love this mixing bowl. It's the largest one that we have. I believe it's 4 quarts. And then we have 2 smaller sizes, and they stack together for easy storage. You can buy them in a set of 3, or you can purchase them individually, which I like. This is really starting to look good. It smells really good too. I think it's going to be great. A little bit more. Let me turn it back just a little bit. This mixer is not very loud, which I also really like. You can talk over it. You can see my dust flying. I got dust flying over here. See how much we have left. We have about a cup left, so it said between 3 and 4 cups. Still looking a little thin. A little bit more. It's a really pretty pink color too. Okay, I'm going to scrape the sides and see how that looks. It's pretty thin, so I think it's got some lumps in it yet. We'll do a little bit more mixing here. Okay. It's still pretty thin. I'm not sure. I wonder if we let it cool in the fridge, if it will be, I mean, it's pretty thin icing, so I don't think we can ice our cupcakes with it now. So we will leave that here, I think, and I will play around with it a little bit more and see if I can't get it to a thicker consistency. I hate to keep you guys on the whole time, but I will post pictures later of how it turns out because I think it's going to taste fantastic. I think we just need to get it a little bit thicker before we can put it on our cupcakes. So I'll check back in with